And this is your girl, Talk with Tiny. How is everybody doing? So, hope all is well. As for me, I'm living my life, my best life, and I call my best life as humble as possible. I'm staying in my lane, like always. Um, just watching everything, calling it like how I see it, you know. And that's one thing people hate me for. So, what I want to tell you today is there's too many dictatorships. Like, I'm going to give you a great illustration. Okay? Nowadays, even in these last days, you try to join a group, and because people are speaking real, true, hardcore truth, it has become offensive. People are speaking. Sorry about that. It has become offensive to people that are uninformed. And I'm going to give you a great illustration of what I'm talking about. So there's a new group that everyone has ran to, and there's always going to be that one dictatorship. You know, it's always going to be that one person to censor. Like, we're not already going through that, you know, and it's just so sick, and I'm so sick and tired of it. Then in this group, we have a lot of Trump supporters that ran over there, okay, to come and shove Trump's garbage shit queue down the throats of many people. Don't nobody want nothing to do with that. You understand me? And even though, um, no matter what they say, you know, I'm just gonna keep it real, and I'm gonna let this be heard real quick, because this is what I do. Okay, I want you to notice censorship and low vibration.
Construction around my house. All right. Today, to go over some things with you guys again. Maybe some things that I didn't go over in the beginning, but definitely got to repeat some things because there's a lot of issues I'm seeing in the group, and the issues that we're having are like the last issues we should be having for this type of a group. So let me start by telling you a story real quick of what happened to me and my man yesterday, right? As you guys can see in my profile picture, I'm in a relationship or whatever. My boyfriend, he's Puerto Rican. He's got dreads. I'm mixed. We're both tatted up, whatever. But we're really good people. We're really chill people. We mind our business. We've got mad kids between the two of us. You know, we mind our business. The cops around here keep pulling us over. All right, I got pulled over about a couple of weeks ago. They wanted to search my car with no probable cause. I didn't let them. They took my license, tried to wait until the boys showed up, the dogs and everything. I told them I had a right to leave, and they let me leave. Now, yesterday, my man's on his way home from work. He's 5 minutes from the house, and same shit happened. He gets pulled over. Two white cops, all right? That's what racism looks like. They profiled him. They profiled me. This constantly happens to us. All right, that's racism. That is the very thing that all of us in this group are trying to escape. Do you understand? Like, so when I see this shit in the group that you guys are really sitting here arguing with each other over the computer, typing and on your phones and shit, thinking that you're better than somebody else because of the color of your skin, you're fucking wrong. Okay? All of you are wrong. We are all different. We all come from different places. That don't mean shit. All that means is that it's an opportunity for the rest of us to learn something new. Because we're not all the same. So why wouldn't you want to learn something new about somebody else rather than thinking that you're better than somebody else because of your race? And I have to address this as well. There is reverse racism. Okay? And I'm speaking to my fellow black people because I am partially black. Okay? Before everybody jumps in here and tries to tell me I can't speak about it. If you're black and you're talking shit about white people, then you as well are racist. Okay? If you don't want white people talking about black people, then black people don't talk about white people. Talk amongst yourselves like everybody else does if that's what you gotta do. But sharing it on this group, it's not gonna be tolerated. White people, black people, Spanish people, Asian people, like I said, Puerto Rican people, polka dotted people, reptilians. I don't give a fuck what you are. I don't give a fuck what you are, okay? If I see it, you're gone. I used to give the courtesy of hitting people up because since the group has started, I've probably removed about 15 to 16 people for racist shit, okay? I take it very, very seriously. That's like my number one rule. Since anybody that's been here has seen me going as moderator, that's like my number one thing, is no racism. All right, so I used to give the common courtesy of at least hitting the people up and being like, hey, I'm going to delete you next time. No, I'm just going to delete you. I'm not even going to send you a message. I'm not going to respond to your message after I remove you from the group. I'm not going to respond to your message. You're just going to get removed. That's it. Nobody wants to see that shit. Nobody wants to hear that shit. I'm tired of everybody arguing about it. We're all here for the same reason. We're here to escape prejudice. And it isn't just racism that's prejudice. It's what we're dealing with from our own government. It's what they're trying to do to our people, to our children. Our generation of children doesn't even fucking stand a chance.
Because of people like you. Let me get into this, okay? Because I'm not going to sit here and let her dictate how I'm feeling. And the truth be told, the truth is going to be cutting a lot of people out here nowadays, okay? Do you not understand or overstand? Let me make something very clear about this. The truth that is being revealed is going to seem very offensive to a lot of people. But what people don't understand is that now white people want to be like all buddy and chummy with black folks. Okay? Because they're too stupid to realize that they've been bamboozled into some Q movement. Right? And they're still waiting for Trump, oh, it's all about the cabal. Oh, it's all about this. And, believe whatever you want. But as soon as this person, you can tell this person's being watched. And a lot of agents are watching this person. And you know something? I'm not even going to lie. Knowledge is so powerful that it cuts the asses of everyone. You can't handle the truth. And rather you are willing to accept the truth did not ask you permission when to be revealed. No one gets to dictate what's going to be coming down. It's going to bust pressure like pipes because the Most High is opening the chakras of those. He's pouring out his spirit on his sons and daughters. And I'm not talking about the Christians from these front store churches, okay? So let's clarify that. So all you Good Fridays, Sunday resurrection, all this bullshit. You go ahead and go and do the blood and do the this and do the that while they sacrifice children. Now they're ripping children out of people's hands. Is that not freaking alarming to you? I said, well, if they're saving the children, how is it that children are coming up missing? Where are they getting these children from? Well, I'll tell you better than I'll show you better than I can tell you. But not only that, the curses are being reversed. Even though we're living in such a time that the truth is being revealed and they're scared. Because if this truth is revealed, this is what happens. You see this right here? This is what happens. The knowledge of the commandments of Yahuwah is the doctrine of life. And they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immorality. The fear of Yahuwah is all wisdom. And in all wisdom is the seed, is the performance of the Torah. Okay? And the knowledge of, and you get it, okay? You guys, you can take screenshots of this. You understand me? Because What folks don't know is if you keep these commandments, this is why they need God's chosen people to live in sin. This is why they need this sinful nature to carry on forever and ever and ever and ever, because they just get greedier and greedier and greedier. Now it comes to a point where the white people are crying out because they don't even really matter. Like, they've done all the policing in the world. They've managed to make it this far. They gave these powers that be, that should not be, the authority of dominion over them, if you will. And you know something, everything they have done, the curses are being reversed. You not notice? I'll show you better than I could tell you. How many of us have went through something, and I myself can speak from experience, where the system was not in my favor, and they're so fast to snatch your child out your hands, okay? And built some system around your children and leave you vulnerable in these ghettos. They just wait for you to flinch the wrong way so they can come and steal your children and human traffic them or sacrifice them or whatever that whatever the time of the holiday of the year is. These stupid ass holidays. Okay? That make absolutely no sense. What is your 4th of July this year, huh? What is your 4th of July? Where's your independence, huh? Where is your Easter, huh? Tell me. Tell me, where we go one week, where we go one, we go all you motherfuckers are stuck in the house. Well, you know where you're going? You're going off a cliff. Bye. And as they come, because you motherfuckers are so stupid, excuse my French, because I get anxious to speak this foul language that is not even my language. But this language, fed babies to alligators, snatched babies out of, people of color's hands, and did all these things, cruelty things. That indeed was part of a curse, but, they need to really get rid of us, because we're the Bantu people that they fear the motherfucking most in these last days. And when I speak in full authority. So let's get it. Do you understand me? I'm not here to let nobody dictate me. Nobody said no. You don't get to dictate anything. And that's why motherfuckers is dumb now. Because you sit there and you listen to folks boohooing, and then you want to get on the people that know shit. First of all, the knowledge that's being taught out there, you ain't gonna fucking see it nowhere else. And people are risking their lives. You motherfuckers, people are risking their lives to fucking share this knowledge. Because this knowledge that people are risking their lives for killed generations way before you ever existed. Do you not understand what their plot is? Let's get it. Hardy ass, stiff-necked, dumbass people.
Hispanics represent the majority of deaths. In Milwaukee County, blacks are 25% of the population, but almost 50% of the cases and 75% of the deaths. So what's going on? Well, it's alarming. Hispanics represent the majority of deaths. In Milwaukee County, blacks are 25% of the population, but almost 50% of the cases and 75% of the deaths. So what's going on? New York City, Hispanics represent the majority of deaths. In Milwaukee County, blacks are 25% of the population, but almost 50% of the cases and 75% of the deaths. So what's going on? Well, it's alarming, but it's not surprising that people of color have a greater burden of chronic health conditions. African Americans and Native Americans, develop high blood pressure at much younger ages. It's less likely to be under control and does greater harm to their organs. Puerto Ricans have higher rates of asthma, and black boys are 3 times as likely to die of asthma as their white counterparts.
It is a chilling sight, a mass grave, rows of coffins as burials quadruple in New York. This is Hart Island, where the bodies of those with no known family are temporarily interred, some simply unable to pay for a funeral. On the 7 line, more signs of the cruel inequity of COVID-19. Many of the passengers are black and Hispanic, New data suggests they're twice as likely to die from the virus than white people.
Hispanics represent the majority of deaths.
What kind of bullshit is that? Because they know something the fuck we don't. Oh, not majority of people. Like, let me tell y'all something out here, okay? This is the war for this information. That every time somebody gets on here reading books to you of history or telling you something of something damn near type of nature, you got the nerve to dictate that? That's why that's why everybody's stuck, locked down in their motherfucking houses right now. Because they're stupid. Stupid. You finna fry up. You savages. No shade. You have no balls. No backbone. No knowledge. And the truth be told, you know, the Most High, excuse me for cursing, please forgive me, y'all. I am just so, you know, people think that, you know, we serve you know, a mighty power that is of love, you know, but we serve a jealous power. You understand? A jealous power that can seize information, that can wake up sleeping sheeples, that love his own in the end times anyway. The Most High has a Zion, whether you like it or not. And you know why I'm going to get up on here? Because you still got these damn honkies thirsty to preach some stupid, darn indoctrination. And you know what? Most of you's Monday will determine, your Sunday will determine your damn Monday, period. Some of you motherfuckers won't even wake up. Because you're too stupid. As you should not wake up. Because I'm telling you right now, you're like toxicity. Some of you you love your fucking white honky ass masters to the depth of your souls. And no shade, you love this false religion that got you nowhere fast. As you can see, we're finally here. Oh yeah, we here. And all you do is play the Democrat-Republican game. Like, how stupid are you? I will say you ignorance, but you guys know. You guys know very well what you do. You spend X amount of hours on this damn internet, pulling up cases, trying to prove what I don't know. You have cases for days. You are the fake alternative media. You're just as worse as the media. You know? So you call yourself good. You call them bad. But you motherfuckers ain't no good. You ain't no better. You just as stupid. You just as wicked. Trump is your white ass hope. As you can see, he got your asses held hostage in your hunky ass houses that, by the way, that your four founding fathers had built off the back of God's chosen people, even though they were in punishment and they were during the curses. And you know, this is some systematic to keep folks docile, whatever you have, docile. I'm saying it like a Puerto Rican black chick that I am. Docile. You know. And you know, these motherfuckers are mad that they can't shop through Walmart. They're mad that shit is closed down to them. They're mad. What are you mad for? When you sat your hunky asses there and you played cute. Well, guess what? Q led your asses to a dead end. You know what I'm saying? What is the plan? The plan is to take your fucking guns in the middle of the night, as they will any second, in that blackout that y'all talk about in these cute videos. And oh, they want to come for the black and the Hispanic people without a shadow of a doubt. You know, and I could tell you numerous reasons why. Because they know we don't play. We're not dumb like motherfuckers claim we are. And we not scared. We really not. Truth of the matter is, I'm going to tell you how these curses are being reversed and how most of you will watch your children be taken out your hands like black people and Hispanic people once upon a time. Oh, they saving the children all right. Check this shit out. Don't take my word for it. Just watch the video. Watch this motherfucking video. Period. Okay. And let's get it.
Let's see all this. Look, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 police here. 3 cop cars for what? Oh, trying to. They hear it up with kids. 5 of them. 1, 2, 3. Oh, cool, eh? It's nice. Look, my daughter's crying now. Come on, guys. All tasered up and everything. Look. Look at them. These 2 down here think they're cool. Look, make my daughter cry. Fuck, what cool bitches. Look, put this on Facebook later, shall we? Shall we Facebook Live? Don't frown at me, mate. Where's the sheets, honey? Yeah. It's alright, London. Hagen. Oh, they've come to grab someone's children. Oh, it's right. Yeah, 1 to 5 of them though, mate. Fuck. It's amazing. 2, 3 cop cars, 2 look down the road there. Far out. Gotta go to court, done it? Fucking hell. That's why they brought 5 cops. Just in case we try and attack them. Just record anyway. Okay, this is bullshit, man. You got a better camera than me, London.
Yeah, I can zoom in.
Yeah, I'm trying it, but I won't do it that well. Oh, they don't care. Do they?
Hey, what's happening here?
Oh, they come to take the kids away, I think.
Who?
The police.
Brian's kids.
5 of them, 5 cops.
Just 4.
It's alright, Pagan. Yeah. It's alright, baby. Look, my daughter's crying, mate. These cunts just don't care. What's the time? The time is now. It's 5:26 on a Thursday night, and they've come to uplift bloody kids. What fucking assholes. Right, this is wrong, eh? There's something wrong with this country. There's nothing wrong with the kids. Kids been in good care. Just someone wants to make bullshit allegations.
Why the allegations?
Oh, because they're assholes. These guys are uplifting their job. They're trying to do their job, but you know, 5 of them to fucking take kids away. 5.
Don't swear.
And there's probably more sitting down there. Wouldn't surprise me. Tase it up and everything, you know. Probably think we're going to storm them. I don't know. Why 5 years? This is wrong. Come on inside. No, this is fucking wrong. Inside now.
5 kids.
Alright,
Oh,
inside. Go in the kitchen and do it.
Lockdown, most of the transmission that's actually happening in many countries now is
can't
happening
believe this time of night. Look at them. Still waiting. Staying there.
I was about to come out and
Tase
say
it up.
what's 14. I just see a whole bunch of cops out here.
Yeah, get inside. Alright. Alright. But keeps us under control.
Announced that in response to the spread of this virus, authorities may have to enter people's homes and remove family members, presumably by force.
Come back in the road, so he's sneaky. Hey, what the fuck? Just uplift fucking children. OMG. And the kids haven't had nothing wrong. I've been living here for the past 3 months. Not a problem. This lady's been to a meeting. I've served papers on her for the courts. She's waiting to go to court. And they decided to do it. Although the courts were closed. Worry about this pussy shit. Go do some fucking real.
Now, let me play something else here real quick so you guys can get a feel of what the fuck is going on. So you can come back to reality.
Announced that in response to the spread of this virus, authorities may have to enter people's homes and remove family members, presumably by force.
In most parts of the world, due to lockdown, most of the transmission that's actually happening in many countries now is happening in the household, at family level. In some senses, transmission has been taken off the streets and pushed back into family units. Now we need to go and look in families to find those people who may be sick and remove them and isolate them in a safe and dignified manner.
Just so you know, we're coming to your house, seizing your children and, quote, isolating them in a safe and dignified manner, whatever that means. Now, that's not something that under normal circumstances officials casually drop during briefings. It's the kind of statement that might trigger violence. People don't respond well when you threaten to take their kids. But Ryan said it like it was no big deal, and that's how the media treated it. His threat didn't make headlines in any of the major newspapers in this country. That's the kind of moment we're in.
So, why the fuck y'all sitting around here acting like this shit don't mean nothing, it don't matter, everybody, Q is gonna save the children? Bitch, please. Y'all some fool. And you know something? I have another video here that I had saved. I meant to post it. I really meant to post it, but it's just a video of this woman spilling her heart out, if you will. And you know, she goes and she's like telling everyone, you know, how she feels, and you know, and this is in a Q group. You know, I'm sitting here watching this and I'm like, damn, you know, these white people are really sleeping, you know, they really are crazy. And then they go to the We Woke group and at the other group and they come with that garbage bullshit, trying to enforce that shit on your mind. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, why the fuck they don't go away? They love to police people who are in the know. They want to be all up in your shit. And then you got these mixed breed ass bitches out here in denial, trying, like, bitch, you know, like, this what we dealing with. You know what I mean? Now I'm gonna use profanity, but I'm totally upset. Like, then they go and they tell you you're being tracked by Google because of Corona, and everyone is just like stupid as shit. They're not mad. They're not budging. They're not flinching. This shit pissed me the fuck off. It makes me want to toss my motherfucking phone. I swear to everything I love, yo. At some point, if we don't get rid of these fucking electronics, we're done. Dude, put a fork in it. The more you support that shit, the more. And the last video that I've seen, I would like to post that. That's gonna be a whole nother video. And I'm just gonna let that video be, because I gotta do it some kind of type of way where I don't get a copyright strike. But it's a commercial with this young lady with five chips in her fucking hand. 5. The next generation. Then they go and they put a biracial chick on there, you know. Let's use this black biracial chick, you know, her mama's black, you know, her father's European. Well, there's something about those type of souls. If they're not trying to lead people into war, lead people astray, or playing two sides, these motherfuckers play 2, 3, 4, 5 faces. They're dangerous. you know? And I can only speak, you know, from what I've been through in my hood. You know, the type of person I am, what I've been through in my life, long suffering, that's all I could deal with. You know, I'm not going to sit there and sugarcoat anything that I'm not going to be like, oh, well, you know, but there's no fucking buts. I'm tired of you butt fucking speaking ass motherfuckers. There's always a butt in your fucking retarded ass sentences. And some of y'all motherfuckers, no shade. I don't wish death or whatever this is on nobody, but I know it's a plague, and I know it ain't good. It ain't good. This ain't good at all, you know. This ain't good, you know. But it is a plague with your name on it, because you're wicked. Some of y'all so wicked. Some of y'all so evil. You just so wicked and evil. Period. And some of y'all, you're not even pleading your case. You're not even pleading your case. You're not pleading your case. You still out here playing politics. You still out here playing to and fro. You still out here talking about Trump 2020. Get the fuck on. Y'all so evil. Y'all is as evil as you want to be. That's what y'all out here doing. Still talking that Trump shit. You know? You locked in your house. That motherfucker up on it. And I could tell you, you motherfuckers think that he is your friend. You motherfuckers think that he is not a part of the establishment. You motherfuckers is just as wicked as his ass is. That's why it did not hit home for you. You son of a guns. Now, when your president Trump, because I don't give a fuck, he'd be like, he's still your president and all this fuckboy shit. You know what I'm saying? When this motherfucker, and he will, because he already has established it. If you not noticed, he already declared so many state of emergencies. And the one thing, the worst executive order is, he's just only waiting for y'all to act up. But y'all so fucking obedient, you rolled over like fucking dogs that they can't even cause a martial law excitement in this fucking country. So they gotta go and create one, right? Medical martial law. Where back then, when that first exists and they created the medical field or what have you, they didn't create no amendments to that. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't even think that, you know, this world was going to be so in advance when it came to you know, cleanings and hospitals and the way that the technology is built right now. So they just left that open, a gate of hell, to come and get your ass. Find any damn excuse to tell you that you're not eligible to make decisions for your motherfucking selves. Damn, ain't that some bullshit? Medical martial law is called. And because people are sitting in their house thinking that that big ass Navy ship is taking children from out underground. Okay? No, they taking children out of houses, motherfuckers. Period. And this is that sacrifice week. So they doing shit different, you know? These powers that be are doing shit different. All y'all sitting around here talking about Trump 2020. Bitch, there won't be no 2020. 2021. As far as I'm concerned, by the time 2021 get here, you motherfuckers will be transhumanism. You be scared to talk. You be scared to think. Because if you so flinch or breathe a certain way. Oh, don't think for once they're not building. Their 5G is in full effect. And most of y'all are literally dying from it. It's actually a plague too. Because I believe that if you out here promoting wickedness and you don't stand for anything, and even if you're a part of the Christianity movement, you don't have a backbone. You don't have no feathers to abide under. You don't have anything. You don't want to repent. You're wicked. You promote garbage. You promote wickedness, and that's all you are is wicked. So I guess the Most High is cleaning the land. Go listen to Martin Luther King. Tell him you're held prisoners in your own land. And if anybody gonna be leaving soon, it's gonna be the Gentiles. It's gonna be the reptilians. it's gonna be some shit out here, because the 144, they know about the 144. But see, most people that don't know about the 144, the ones who are sleeping sheeple, they dead. They dead. If you died in Christ, you a dead motherfucker. If you died in Jesus name, bitch, you dead. Get the fuck on. If you died to self, you're dead. Well, I serve a living God, a living Most High. I'm not even gonna quote, because to say God is a false definition as well. We got so many habits we gotta break out of. The Most High. That the powers that should not be. You know what they call him? The oneness. The oneness. I did a video about the cursed covenant towards us. So you got these fake ass Ashkenazis blowing shofars, and they think that this is the last shofar they ever going to be able to blow. I promise you. The reason being for that is because the Most High is not playing at all. At all. To the point where you hear shofars coming from the sky at midnight. Okay? And the Most High is warning these Ashkenazis, Nudabit, Shabazz, Khazari monsters. That time is up. You have used the identity. You have trodden over the land. Prophecy is fulfilled. Time is up. It's over. Get over it. So what would they want to do? They would just want to take every and anybody they can with them to hell. Because first of all, whoever's name is not written in the next kingdom, it's just not, like, it really isn't. Then you have like a whole bunch of nonsense just being preached. The new religion. I'm going to call it the new religion. The new religion. Like, they just don't want to come out of religion. And they're a bunch of agents. They're bots. The worstest thing is to be a psyop and you don't even know you're a psyop. Scariest thing. So we got to be careful what we say and how we're saying it. You think that they will use me and my talk as a psyop? Hell no. Because that's why I always make sure I always let them know, listen, Ludabit, Shabazz, Khazari, and mobsters, your time is up. Trotting over the land. The only land that where there's Gentiles at is right here in Americans, right? You don't see Gentiles mean many nations. You do not see many nations trotting in any other land. Period. Okay? When you begin to learn how to read and understand certain things, you can literally see what's going on. It doesn't take a rocket scientist, but see what happens is, people are so into their religions, they're so into their selves, they're so lovers of themselves, they are indoctrinated, they've been sacrificed to demons since the day they was born. There's nothing new under the sun. Nothing new under the sun. Period. So be careful how you become a psyop. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's one thing, man, if you was a rapper and you still and you still chasing that dream, we gotta be careful. We gotta be careful who we think, once upon a time motherfuckers is the motherfuckers that wanna like always switch up. You have the Pope telling you some shit. Oh, I had a secret. Or, oh, I said this. Or, then you got certain type of people confessing, and they still trying to lead you astray. If they trick you once, they trick you twice, they trick you 3 times. What makes you think they won't always have a trick? That's what this demonic force is all about. They always have tricks up their sleeves. Their goal is to lead you astray till the earth has perished. Period. Period. And the hardest thing a person can't do is focus on their own soul. They gotta always try to focus on everybody else's stuff. Try to be mingling. You wanna fight and argue with somebody what they should know, what they should not know. It's none of your fucking business what somebody got up in their brain. You know what I'm saying? But stay in your damn lane. If you feel like you don't agree with somebody, stay the fuck out their lane. That conversation ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to test people by their fruits. That's what the Most High told us to do. Is test people by their fruits. And if you in the know, and there's always going to be a twist in the know. So not just because somebody may start off with the no, that don't mean their conversation going to end up with the no. You know what I'm saying? You just got to know what you got to know, and keep knowing, and keep being hungry, and keep seeking knowledge. Because it only takes one turn to lead you astray again. One turn. And seeking and knowing this truth, enduring to the end is really harder than you think. Really harder than you think. Because we got the ones that are living in fear. They're so fearful. They have already sold their souls. That's how fearful they are. They walk around covering their faces. The Most High can't do nothing with you. You're a fearmonger. Your heart beating Kool-Aid right now. You know what I'm saying? You already sold your neighbor out. You already posting pictures about your neighbor. You already selling out. You already snitching. You already putting everybody else's life in danger. You're just a fearmonger. Fear tactics. And all these people can do is believe everything that they see. Everything that they hear. Everything. And that's why this plague, it does come from the Most High. The Most High has the last say in everything. The Most High has the full power to allow you to breathe and take that breath from you. Rather it's from the dust, rather it's from the 5G, rather it's from the radiation. If you're not covered, you're just not covered. Period. You know what I'm saying? And that comes with wickedness, And let me tell you something. All this that I speak, yes, I can have the foul profanity word here and there, but what about the congressmen and women, reptilians, the dogmas that talk to you every day without using the foul language, and they deceive you? So, people are so wrapped up in how somebody's expressing that shit, but look at the people that, that don't use profanity. They use these big words, and they lead you into a zone where you stuck in a maze. They lead your dumb asses right into a maze with those big words. I'm not here to lead you astray. I'm here to wake you the fuck up, you sleeping sheeple, sleeping slumbers. Damn. What it's gonna take? Now, for you Trump loving ass motherfuckers, this video ain't for you. You stupid dumb down ass motherfuckers, this video ain't for you. So you can take your Trump censoring ass the fuck on, cause bitch, where you go one, you go all, down a cliff, stuck in your house, fucking guns in your face, taking your guns. You so in love with your First and Second Amendment, you might as well just throw your gun in the grave. Jump right in it after you throw your gun in the grave, just jump right in it. But you know what? That's what y'all get. No, I'm serious. Like, I don't wish this. No, I'm just calling it for how I see it, okay? But check this out. All this time, 5 years, 6 years, you rooted. You wanted your last white hope to be the best. This was your last white hope, and he turned on you. I can't help but to laugh. And you know what? Fuck you, Trump. Fuck this whole fuck everybody, the Democrats and the Republicans, They sitting there going, oh, the Democrats and the deep state. Shut the fuck up. You know, the deep state. The deep state is you. You are the deep state. You know what's so deep about your state of mind? Is you're dumb. Dumb as fuck. Period. You know what I mean? So, whether we like it or not, you know, shit, it's better to hear the truth. You might have some kind of type of hope, but you know what? I'm gonna tell you like this: if you're gonna start civil war, or this ain't even civil war, because at this point, you're gonna have to fight martial law. They're gonna come in your houses, and they coming with some shit. You know, they're not scared of the white people. The white people, you know, they're gonna go in there and they're gonna just be white. They're gonna think shit is peaches and cream. And next thing you know, they're gonna walk their asses right out into a fucking trap. Like, cause that's what white people do. They think they're gonna be white privileged. They're gonna be white smashed. They're gonna be white undercover. They're gonna be white gonna be taking white out. He who leadeth into captivity shall be led into captivity. Pretty much what I'm talking about right now. You know what I'm saying? Black people, we know. We see white motherfuckers. We already know what it is. We're not going to sit there and be like, you know, like talking like high officer. Like, you know, no, motherfuckers, we going to die. Motherfuckers, we not trying to go to no fucking concentration camps. Like, it is what it is. We already know what they want. They want our exchange. They want our Bantu. They don't want y'all motherfuckers like they want us. They just need Goyim and Cadams to be. They need the white. They need the white people to go in to concentration camps now. Cause after this Trump movement shit, this Q shit that they had going on, I'll tell you this much: they mad at white people. The Ashkenazis, the Ludovich Chabaz, they want the Mashiach and they want it now type motherfuckers. The Khazarian mobsters, oh, they need you whites in. And they need you in. They need your ass in, you know? Even the Pope threw in the towel, you know what I mean? Because, apparently because they so used to stealing this identity, you know, apparently the Romes and the Jews got beef. Like, get the fuck on. Like, this shit is ludicrous. I mean, to somebody that's awake, you know? But to you sleeping sheeples, it would be like, oh yeah, that's normal, and you know, and then when you think of a Jew, of a Jew, you know, as a chosen people, of course you're gonna look, you know, in this fake ass land that they created, and you know, I mean, when we talk about the promised land, I'm talking about I'm already from this whole land, America, is the promised land. Okay, it's the land of Shem, hot and cold. You understand me? Go do your fucking research. Okay? So when I talk about these things, I already know that I'm in the promised land already. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the promised land. It's not a coincidence that Utah will have an earthquake and drop the Mormon flitch out the hand. They can't blow no more shofars. The time is up. It's over. You know what I'm saying? Anything you see in Utah, the mountains and the mountains of Moses and America. Even when you spell Jerusalem, you know, Jerusalem is JER space USA. Okay, when you spell Jerusalem like I just put on my shit right there, what do you get? USA, period. Okay, now every time we go and we do some more research, right, we're gonna find there's something new all the time. You know, if you go and you look up things of the Bible, the Jordan River is right here in Utah. What does the Bible say about Jordan River? You know, what did Jonah? What was Jonah in Nineveh? Where's Nineveh? Huh? In Nevada. You know, they don't want you to know these things, though. I challenge you, I promise you, look up places of the Bible. And I'm going to do that shit right there, right now with you, so you guys can understand. Places in the Bible. So, places in the Bible. Canaan city. I'm going to see this real quick because I'm curious. Belshazzar, right? Let's see where this is at in America. Let's see where this is at. Okay. Now, I'm going to do this with you so you guys can have a feel of what I'm doing. Because I swear, you guys, sometimes I can't help but to express myself. Map of ancient Israel is what we're talking about in America. We're talking about ancient. Okay? Remember, we're not talking about New Testament. We're talking about Old Testament. Okay? Anything that you can, all places, just think of all the places in the Bible. And then I want you to go and just type that in America. And sometimes it'll just come up. It will just come up. Like the Jordan River. They say that's in Israel, right? Jordan River. I'm doing a few of them here because the Jordan River will come up in Jerusalem, right? But Jordan River in America. There, because the land was so broken, there's a few Jordan Rivers. You have a Jordan River in South Africa. You have a Jordan River in Arabic. You have a Jordan River in Africa, and then there's one in America. So let's not forget about how the land separated. We need to talk about this in America, okay? Because I really, really need folks to understand what I'm talking about when I'm talking. So you guys don't think that, oh, what the, this girl's just tripping. She's just on some of this, on some of that, and that's what I want to talk about. The truth. That's all I can present to you is the truth. Okay, the Jordan River is in Utah. Okay. And when you go and you look and you read in deep about old maps, okay, these things represent places in the Bible. Okay? And we're talking about ancient stuff here. We're talking about 1850, 1900, the Salt Lake County population. We're talking about Jordan River, Utah. We're talking about what else? I mean, there's so much knowledge in here that you can ask. Well, some of us is just so close-minded. We don't care to do our research. And the thing is let's talk about the lands of Shem. Google the lands of Shem. Period. The reason why you can't Google this information is because you don't know what to ask. And the reason why you don't know what to ask is because you don't know about this, because this is hidden information. Now, we're going to talk about this today. And I think that we need to. We really need to. Well, let's just put it like this. The lands. Because that makes a difference. Aram, son of Sham. This is all in the Bible. Shem was one of the sons of Noah in the Hebrew Bible as well. What? So, I mean, map of origin of nations in Genesis. Now, when you look at these maps, this right here looks just like the USA to me. I'm telling you right now, like, I cannot make this stuff up. I swear it does. It really does. They just renamed the whole map. Now, I'm not going to do this right now, but at some point, I'm going to get into that. But I just wanted to throw this out there. And this whole video was based on being censored for this information. Being told what you can think and what you can't think. Pretty much is what we're dealing with. You know? It didn't matter what group you in. It does not matter, you know, it's always somebody trying to tell you how to feel. It's always somebody trying to tell you what you can think and what you can't think. It's always somebody trying to control some shit. Like, we're not already suffocating from that shit. Fuck a group. Stand firm. Stand alone. You don't want to be a part of no group, because if that whole group get wiped off the planet of the earth, you don't want to be a part of that group. And let me tell you something. I for the first time, first few days, you'll be surprised how the Most High used me in that group. And all I did was throw out some 42 frequency, and it was over. Over. Period. Because let's talk about let me go ahead and tell you a little bit about that. How much frequency makes a difference in your mind, in your body, and in your soul.
Meets their eye. So let's get this, man. Love to the bro Nick Laces. Fall back.
About 5G. I don't know. What I can tell you is that there's never really been any significant testing, and the 7 years of testing to have done on 5G was not really on biological testing. It wasn't done on humans or on animals. And I watched the Senate subcommittee hearing on that. And, I do a lot of research in the field of biotechnology and in particular DNA and what happens with how you can change and you can edit DNA using sound and light. So there are certain frequencies that, candidly, we should not use. And that's why there are certain frequencies that cause cancers, in the ultraviolet spectrum in particular. And there are certain frequencies among sound that would also cause us problems. And so you can basically just take those notes.
Yo, so it's a frequency war. This 5G is a frequency. It's a flow, right? I mean, you got different scales of music. You got the Fibonacci sequence of flow. You got the solfeggio. Hey, man, do what you got to do, man. Just get off that 440. And with the 432, man, we're trying to connect to the dodecahedron. We're trying to connect.
But 440, what 440 does to you is destroys your soul. It turns your soul inside out. And that's why these celebrities are so successful in destroying generations after generations after generations. But I digress.
We are connecting to the platonic solids directly based on the actual pitch, man. So you could be in the 4-3-2 scale, and you can tune directly to the, icosahedron, man, the hexahedron, the dodecahedron, the ether, which are all the elements, the air, the fire. I mean, you're talking about controlling sound and controlling the elements through vibration. Why is it so important to get you off your flow? Because in your flow, you connect directly with the dragon, the elements, the air, the water, the fire, the earth, the ether. This is real talk, man, real spill. You're connecting to life. You have an ancient love song. That's a frequency. Not all frequencies are for you, my noggin. So choose up. Let's go.
Down to the lower octaves to figure out what they would be in sound. Light is the sound that we, is the sound that we cannot hear, and sound is the light that we can't see. And I think there's a lesson to be learned here for all of humanity. But I think the biggest lesson of all, and the biggest opportunity of all, is for us to learn to like who we are rather than the fake personas that we all create for ourselves. And if you have people in your life that don't like you for who you are or expect you to change, they're probably not the right people in your life. So this is a real chance to take inventory.
Tribe up.
To figure out what it is you want in your life, and create the existence around you that you want.
Tribe up.
The 440 hertz frequency, someone just asked about that, was not a standard until 1939, and it was put in place by the Rockefellers, the Rockefellers had a lot of control at that time, and there was an international standard that was made in 1939. Some believe that there was some connection to the Nazi regime over that. I don't know that I can go that far to say that. But if you want to listen to the difference between 432 hertz music and 440 hertz music, I highly suggest and recommend you to do so, because you can find it on the internet. Just go to YouTube and find 432 music versus 440. Just do a search word on that, and you'll find.
Or you can hit up 432 to drop. Go search compare 432. There's a category for that, and we're gonna get all this stuff popping. We're gonna get our website real fluid real soon. You know what I mean? It's all coming. It's all coming to this, really, because now we're in a situation where these are the things that, benefit us more than it even would have if we was just super distracted. Now we want to hear the vibe sweeps. Now we want to see these comparisons and comparing different songs in 432 and 440, so you can get the flow and know how important it is, especially when you're working out. You know what I mean? So, we got a whole flow, man, that we're pushing out right now. And it's all happening. It's all happening, man. So hit up 432thedrop.com and look forward, man. It's about to be a wave tsunami happening at 432, because eventually that's where we're going to be at permanently. So we got a lot of, great upgrades and things happening over there, man. So AHA for your patience. And this is our time, my noggin.
And I think it's a Dutch or Danish guy who plays guitar in both keys. And it's pretty amazing how
And this, by the way, is a 432 hertz. And I want to throw that out there, that anytime you hear this 432 hertz, it's to enlighten your soul. That's why I always play it. That's why I always have it in all my videos. is to ease your soul, to open up your chakra. Because the struggle that we're sleeping slumbers out there is really, really hard. Everyone seems to have a deficit, like they can't sit there and listen, you know, span a deficit, however you call that. But I'm gonna play 440, so you can hear the difference. How this one is more relaxed and this one would turn your soul. Let's get it.
We all know the world is in tremendous.
So we gotta. Now imagine being stuck in a room, being tortured like how they do. And imagine just hearing that, you know, while, you know, in your soul. And that's what's in the beats of the evil music, you know. So it does something to your insides, your enemy, and I'm telling you, people don't get this. Like music, if you know about music, beats, and why this generation is so destroyed. I mean, like, anything is hot to them as long as it got some a crazy ass beat with some shake what your mama gave you, shake your ass, or I wanna rock right now. That shit right there, do the brown. That's 440 shit, you know. Anything that is not of a healing is gonna turn your soul inside out. Now, what's so good about 432 hertz, and they know this, that it's classical music is something that they even stole for themselves too. 432 is represents the hymns. You know, hymns is like natural. You know, if you listen to a bunch of people just sing to the Most High Yah in an honest, pure heart with hymns, they sing. The frequency, if 1,000 people sung hymns, like how the angels sing to the Most High, pretty much is what, you know, where I'm going with this. There's power in that. That's why it's very important that we get away from this rap music, you know. I mean, you're gonna love your celebrities so much. You're gonna be so dumbed down that hearing this chick say some stupidness like this, you're gonna think it's funny. You're gonna think it's cool. You're gonna think it's everything. But here, let me get into this. Let's get into this real quick, because I want you to understand. And the thing is, everybody knows about sound. You can tell a voice as soon as you hear a voice, right? Okay. I want you to hear this stupid voice.
So anyways, y'all, I'm freaking out. You want to know something? Because there's one time, there's a couple of times I'd be like, you know what, we're gonna be fine. We just gotta be stuck in the house and whatnot. But then I start freaking out because I keep seeing all these military trucks in the streets and whatnot. I keep seeing videos and shit. And my thing is that I'm scared that these motherfuckers do the martial law. Now, and I want to let the government know right now, the niggas right now We is locked in the crib because it's cold outside. It's cold outside, and we want to know when is this shit gonna finish? Like, it's like every other day, y'all like, yeah, just stay stuck in the house. All right, but for how long? How long? Damn. Shit. How motherfucking long? And then what confused me and my homegirls is that this what confused me, right? Because this what confused me about the shits, right? I be seeing stories about people dying off of it, and I be like so sad. But then I see a celebrity coming out like, hey guys, I got the coronavirus. And I don't have no symptoms, but just stay home. Sounding like a motherfucking flat tummy tea commercial and shit. So it's just like, so what is it? Like, was it given? Was it given? Was it given? I want to know. Shit. That's what's fucking me up right now. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, all right, how long are we going to do this shit? Because, and let me tell you something. When Lovely T did a YouTube video about this shit, you know, I started doing more research and everything, and I watched a YouTube video. I don't know if it's up now. It's like a little documentary that they did in Wuhan, China and whatnot. And when they put Wuhan, China in quarantine, right? Because y'all seeing that Wuhan, China right now, the coronavirus cases is going lower. But that's because when they quarantined the people, they were spraying shit in the streets. They were spraying shit in the streets, and they were knocking on each door, taking people's temperature, and everybody that had the coronavirus, they would like do strict quarantine on them. So my thing is, right, and that while we're quarantining at home, what is the government doing? Like, is y'all spraying shit in the streets? Like, is y'all gonna start taking our temperatures? Is y'all gonna like one by one take our temperatures and whatnot and see if we got it or not? And it's like, how am I supposed to know that I have the coronavirus? Like, let's say if I have the coronavirus right now, right? How am I supposed to know I got it? Because sometimes I'd be like, if y'all have a cough, you have it. But then I be seeing these basketball players say like,
this bitch is dangerous. When I say this bitch is dangerous, this bitch is dangerous. And that's why I hate celebrities. And that's why I hate the Congress. I hate them all. I hate them all. They're all toxic. They're all poison. They're all evil. They ain't nothing but fucking boo-boo traps. But like I say, y'all gonna walk right into that shit. If bitches like this ain't setting the community up, trust and believe Q is setting motherfuckers up. So either way, you know, there is no way out of this shit. It really isn't. That shit relies on your inside, your chakra, whatever you stored in your soul and your data. You've been scanned by the chariots. And talking about the chariots, let's go ahead and understand who are the chariots. You know what I mean? Because the chariots do exist. Period. Okay? So, listen.
Or if you've had any like similar type of dreams.
Riviera, a young man from Puerto Rico, photographed a giant disc, followed and circled by two jet interceptors. What makes the sensational pictures even more interesting is Riviera's claim that he had contact with the occupants of this UFO.
Hello, my name is Amaury Rivera. I live in Puerto Rico, and back in 1988, I was working in a nightclub, and there was a musical group there. One of my cousins wanted me to photograph the musical group, and she loaned me a camera with some film. On my way back home, I encountered two small beings, two small strange men, which I didn't think were men from outer space. And they took me somewhere where there were other people besides myself. other human people, like from Puerto Rico, I guess. From here, another human being showed up. He claimed to be from a distant planet. He was dressed in black. He had a dark skin, but he was not a Negro. He had a long black hair up to the shoulders, and he spoke to us with the mouth, verbally, and no telepathic speaking. He showed us various projections, which looked very real, the projections, and he informed us about a whole bunch of things that are even still incredible to me. Then they returned me to...
What did this holographic projection show?
The holographs were mainly, the first one that I can remember was like a short trip through space. We saw where he came from, where he's said to be from. We saw his people. We saw the houses that they used. And the second one was about a meteor or a rock falling to Earth in the near future, which is going to cause a lot of havoc in the world. This would fall. It's going to fall in very near the Caribbean, Puerto Rico, and those other small islands. But it's going to affect the whole world, not just Puerto Rico. The last one is that they projected was showing us how there was only going to be one government on the planet Earth. They'll be living on some sort of artificial island that's going to be floating in the middle of a dark, black, dirty sea. And then this man returned me to my car again, and left me somewhere different from where the whole ordeal had started. Apparently, they took me with car and all. After this, at this given time, I heard some jets in the sky, and I still had my cousin's camera, and I took the pictures, 4 of which I'm making public nowadays.
So the jets followed the UFO?
Yes, it was. They seemed to be surveilling it. I only got to capture just one of the jets in the photograph, but there were 3 of them. Or maybe I got in one of the photos one, and in the second or third I got one of the other ones, because they would go around it very far away, and while this one was closer, and turn, very far, very far. And by the time this one was coming back, another one was turning over there. There was always one or the other close to the object, to the UFO.
Jorge Martin has carefully investigated this case.
Rivera's case is, to me, is a very special one and a very important one, because in Amaury's case, he was abducted and he was taken away by aliens. One of them was human-like, and 2 small creatures that they explained to him were some type of genetical or biological organic android that they made to do some chores outside so they don't have to risk themselves in our environment. That's what they explained to him, the so-called human alien that he saw in the craft. And it's important also because of the evidences that he has on the case, because when he was released, he had a camera with him, and he was able to take pictures of the object that apparently had abducted him, the craft, flying saucer type, and also some jet fighters from the United States, excuse me, F-14 again. In most of these cases in the island, F-14s are involved with these situations of chasing and harassment and checking on these objects when they are seen in the different areas of the island. And he was able to get them in those pictures together. So this clearly, when you see those photographs, it's obvious that the government has been lying for many years, because there's the UFO there, and there's also the jet fighters dealing with the situation, which they denied for more than 4 years. It's there.
Were you able to locate any other witnesses?
That's what I was going to explain at this moment, Michael. The Amaury's case is also very important, because I have several people who apparently had been contacted by the same alien that abducted Amaury and the small ones that were with him in a separate fashion. They have nothing to do with Amaury's incident. This being, this human-like alien, is contacting people all around the area of the southwest of Puerto Rico. I have people from the town of Yauco who seem to have been contacted by this man. I have this fisherman, Andres Maldonado, who I got in contact with Amaury because he told me several things Amaury had told no one before, only I knew them, about the name of the alien and all the details that he was using to check on the people who really may have been in contact with the same being the night he was abducted, because there were about 14 other people there in the craft that night. And when Maldonado told me all this information that he couldn't know because he was not involved with the Morris case, I got them together. And at this moment I have about 3 different people who seem to have been in contact with the same alien. So they are doing something, and they are getting in contact with more and more people and preparing people for something. And this is very important because all this corroborates a Morris incident also.
Mr. Martin, are there any official statements regarding the incidents in Puerto Rico?
As a matter of fact, due to the situation happening in the southwest of Puerto Rico, it's all around the island, but in the southwest it's more obvious, more visible because of the many incidents that are happening there constantly. And it's a heavily populated area. The police and the civil defense and the authorities began a very intensive disinformation program, trying to ridicule and to make everything seen as a lie, as fabrication by those people who were informing all of this. But fortunately, after they began doing this, especially the Civil Defense Agency in Puerto Rico, a source of ours gave us this letter that was sent secretly by the State Director of the Civil Defense Agency of Puerto Rico, Colonel Jose M. Noya, in which he states clearly that the situation is real, that they are keeping an eye on the situation and investigating everything, just to be sure that what is happening and these sightings and this incident with UFOs and USOs, unknown submerged objects also, because they come out from the sea and into the sea. Many people have seen this happen there. It's not a threat to the security of the people of Puerto Rico on the Puerto Rican territory. As you know, something that doesn't exist can be a threat to anyone. There's also another thing. He says here that several agencies of Puerto Rico are involved in the investigation secretly, the military, the Radio Observatory of Arecibo, and they have always denied for many years that they had anything to do whatever with the UFO situation, and it's stated here by him that they do have something to do and they are checking on the situation. And Mr. Noya, these words written by him are very important because he's the liaison between the Puerto Rico National Guard Army and the Defense Intelligence Agency. He's their man in Puerto Rico. Yes, and the Defense Intelligence Agency is like the CIA in the military. So he knows what he's talking about.
Other witnesses contacted Amaury himself.
So far, between 1988 and 1992, I've been able to localize 7 of these people. Because I've gone on different TV shows and different articles, and I've always been asking if anybody remembers anything similar.
And no shade, like, okay, so these are some names here. One of the first cities in the Bible, of course, it's gonna come up, reference Genesis 4:17, and Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Enoch, and he built a city and called the name of city after the name of his son, Enoch. This was the first city, but it was pre-deluge, post-deluge. Okay, so this city right here, when you type it in, the city of Enoch, right? City of Enoch comes up to be, no shade. I want you guys to be able to use your brain. It's fun, when you open-minded, just use your brain. Look, so the city of Enoch turns out to be this. Look, Utah. Enoch City, Utah home. And Utah just recently had an earthquake. Enoch City, Utah cities, Utah government, the official website. Okay. So for the record, we are in the promised land. You know, I cannot make these things up. You're just gonna have to go and, you know, do your own research. I just wanted to play with it a little bit just to show you guys how to be open-minded. You know, so people, there are places in the Bible that you can actually look up. You know, how many biblical kingdoms are there? So the 4 kingdoms of Daniel. So when you go and you so you're gonna go and type in, let's see here, let me do this over here too so I can have a better period. So you want to type in, let me see here. Here goes. Okay. So we're gonna go to how many biblical kingdoms are there? It's gonna say 4 kingdoms of Daniel. So where is the Garden of Eden? The Garden of Eden is supposedly in Iraq. What countries is banned in the Bible? Saudi Arabia. Let me see here. Where is modern day Enoch? Mount Ebal. Sons of Cain. So my next best question will probably be let's see here. 4 kingdoms of Daniel. So when you go and you look to see where Nebuchadnezzar, where were these kingdoms located? So you just go and 4 kingdoms located, and it's gonna show you a map, right? And the map is pretty much gonna be Portugal, Salamanca, Morocco, some kind of crazy stuff here they have here. But what I usually do is because you know, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna put let me open up another page for this. America and Africa comes up frequent, but historical overdue. It's always going to be the American Historical Review. That's the one you always want to look at. I'm telling you right now, they have a way of hiding things in your face with different names. Now, what happens is when you take these little words and you always rephrase them to America, you're able to come up with stuff like this. Okay, 4 kingdoms in America. Okay, anything they do, you always have to put it in a way where, and it'll tell you history. The real truth comes up. Okay, it comes up like nobody's business, and let alone they have history books out here, but see, artificial intelligence, the algorithms, they go according to not Martin, but they give you have to, like, it's hard to explain. Anything that's in the Bible, just ask of it someplace in America, and it's going to take you to something or somewhere. History of 1859, multiplied the population of Denver. many times and increase the need for orderly government as well by the character as the number of its inhabitants. So the inhabitants, you do the math on who's the inhabitants. And all this history is phenomenal, you know. So you don't literally have to sit around here and let someone preach to you like, oh my goodness, you know, you don't have to argue with no one of who's right, who's wrong. Just take the slave book, take the book for what it is, and dig. You have this at the tip of your fingertips, and the more you know, the closer you become to the Most High Yah. Once you learn the truth, you're already in the truth. Once you know that, you know, God has his Zion, that what you're looking at right now in the Middle East and all that fake stuff, because before it was the Middle East, it was called something else. So you want to go and look that up. You know, I just cannot make this stuff up, you know. Go and do your own research. Don't take nobody's word for it. You know, I mean, it's there. You know, so even when people are telling you about these things, don't reject the knowledge. Go and research the knowledge. You know, and maybe they're not saying it right. Maybe, you know, I don't know, you know, but just to test the fruits is, okay, let me see. You don't pin and point. You listen to what people say, okay? You test the fruits by listening to what they say. When they say something, then you go and you research it. That's how you test the fruits. And this is your girl, The Talk with Tiny. Stop playing with these folks out here. They're dangerous for your soul. I promise you. Like, share, subscribe. It's me, your girl, The Talk with Tiny.